Good? Sweet. Okay, so today we're going to go over specialty shots. So what I mean by that is we're going to work on a shot that is not going to be your typical shot every day. But we're going to get into situations where we need this shot. So with you guys, we're going to work on punch shots. Okay? Punch shots are great for under trees, right? Those are good. We can hit these shots coming up into the approaches of green, and we can also use this, right, to lower our launch when we play in the wind. There's a lot of wind around here. So this is a useful thing to use, okay? So now you guys just scoot right over here real quick. And we're gonna talk about the kind of the basic thing that we're trying to do, okay? So when we typically hit a normal shot, right, there's just a little bit of forward shaft lean, okay? And that gets our typical launch, okay? So launch should be about half of what the loft is, okay? So when we hit our punch shots, we need to keep that loft going forward even more, okay? What I see a lot of players do when we do this is we just put it way back, and then we go and we hit and we flip. And if we flip our hands, right, we look at it, we're just gonna re-add a loft to it. It's not gonna do anything for you, okay? So the key to this is that we've gotta continue to hold the loft off the face. Does that make sense? So the ways that I like to achieve that, and this is where you can kind of play with what you're trying to create, right? And so you can start with ball position. The further back it is in your stance, the lower the ball is gonna go. Also the shorter it's gonna go. Does that make sense? So you can put it all the way back here and hit the shot, but it's not gonna go very far. All right, we're gonna limit that distance so there is a relationship there for you guys to play with and kind of learn what that is, okay? So ball position is important. So for what we're gonna do today, we're gonna go towards off our back foot, and this is gonna produce a pretty low ball, okay? When we have this shaft more forward, so we always keep the shaft right off the inside of our left thigh, you'll notice that the face is gonna be look a little bit more shallow. It's gonna play that way too. So for most players, you're gonna start to see the ball curve to the left a little bit, okay? That makes sense? So when we hit the shot, we're gonna try to keep the shaft forward, and again, it's just big rotation. And if you look, it's the same rotation. I'm just holding the loft, and then I'm gonna try to rotate and try to keep my hands as far forward as possible, okay? But we gotta watch so that we don't let the club flip in front of our hands. The ball's gonna go up in the air. You probably missed it. That makes sense? So towards our back foot here, we're gonna hit down, right? And that golf ball is pretty low with just a tiny bit of curvature to the left. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? Callie, why don't you hop in? Let's have you hit one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set up. Okay, again, so that ball is gonna be more towards that back foot, so keep going. Good, there. Hand's gonna be right off the lead thigh, so you're gonna feel forward press. Keep that face square to your target. Good, I just want you to feel that hand in front of the face. We're gonna go ahead and go back. Keep it down. Good try. Do it again. We're still turning our body just the same, right? So hands forward towards the back foot. Okay, back and hit. Got it. Okay, does that make sense? So let's continue to work on this. We'll turn that off.